All right, guys, so we have the D1 Drizzle. That's a different name, but nice packaging, nice box. So you get, your instruction booklet, you get your tool, you get a brush, another little brush, stupid cap or cup, plastic cup. It does come with pipe tape. That's a new one to me. I haven't seen that yet. So you get a regulator. This is my fitting. The regulator is the same finish as the gun, which it is really nice finish, I will say that. Comes with a water and oil separator. That's a nice little deal. Comes in handy. Just push a little button right there, let your water out. It's good for if you're doing it at home. You don't have a setup on your air compressor. So the finish on this gun's really nice. I like the finish on it. Everything seems good. There's no tool marks anywhere. All the fan controls and everything's real smooth. Now, if you guys aren't doing this, so when you get a gun, you first get a gun, squeeze the trigger all the way in. Screw this all the way out. And then start screwing it back in until you feel the trigger move. As soon as you feel it move, just leave it there, lock it down. Other than that, it feels like a good gun. It's got a little play right here. I think it's just not machined up high enough, but other than that, it's pretty good. It does come, okay, so hold on. All right, so you get this little box. Now this little box is pretty nice because it's got your needle, your needles are in there, extra caps. It does come with the adapter for the disposable cups, which is really nice. So now this gun comes with a 1.3, a 1.5, and a 1.7. That's the thing that I like about it. 1.3, so you can spray base coat, you can spray sealer. The 1.5, you can spray a little thicker stuff. 1.7, you can spray, your primers and stuff like that. And there's a 2.0 needle that is optional that you can buy for an extra. I think it's like 20 bucks or something like that. Which then you could spray like slick sand, some other stuff like that. So pretty decent little gun here now. It is a HVLP, so low pressure. Hopefully this works out well. So you could have a 10-gallon air compressor, I think. 10-gallon air compressor, and this thing, you can paint a car. So, I mean, that is pretty cool. So I have an 80-gallon compressor, so I can't really test that theory, but that's what they say. So if you're DIY and you got something to spray at home, like you're doing a cab, something like that, like you're gonna spray this cab, and then, some fenders, no, like this is perfect. But here's the thing that I think about. So, like, the Black Widow is what? $179, I think it's $179. So okay, 1.3 and a Black Widow, there's 180 bucks. So then you buy a Black Widow and a 1.7, so you're at almost $400. This gun was like 100 bucks. So basically you get those two guns in this one gun. So I'm hoping this works out really good. But man, it is hotter than two pigs in a slop hole right now. So let's get into this. I got a car back there, it's taped up, ready to go. We're gonna spray some sealer, some base coat, and some clear coat. We're gonna see how this thing goes. Let's get it. All right, guys, we're back. We got some primer loaded up in it, ready to go. I still don't like this slop right here. It's like it's not picking up and staying, so I'm going to check on that, but I don't like it. Still sprays fine, still gets your air action. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyway, we got a car here. It needs to be primer. This is one that has all the hail damage on it. We got our 1.7 in it. Let's see what it does. Pretty good for a 1.7. I do have the fan turned down just a little bit because I don't want a bunch of overspray everywhere. But as you can see, I mean, it puts it on pretty good for a 1.7 so far. Pretty impressed with that so far, but let's keep going. All right, let's open the fan up just a little bit more. So far, I like it. 1.7's perfect. So we still have a 1.5 and a 1.3. So when we paint this car, we'll run the 1.3 and do the base and the clear coat on it. But we'll get this finished up and then come back and we'll talk about some more. Oh yeah. What is going on? And remember guys, this is 2K. is not no lacquer primer or something like that. It has not been thinned. I did not reduce it, which I usually do, but it's really hot right now and I didn't want this to dry out real fast, so I did not reduce it. But I like this gun so far. I just don't like that trigger thing, but I'll investigate it, see what we can figure out. We'll come back after this because I got to put another coat on after that, but we're going to talk about it. All right, guys, so we're going to put on our second coat here. I did thin this down a little bit just to see how it does spray. So we're going to check that out. Oh, that sprays really good there. Yeah, that sprays really good like that. I mean, it just puts it on. So yeah, if you throw a little bit, 10% reducer in your primer, and then it sprays it really good. But I'm gonna finish this up so I don't die back here, and we'll get back with you. What's up, guys? So we are ready. We got some paint in here. The sealer's already flashed off. So we got our paint, we got our car ready to go. Let's see what this thing sprays like. We'll come up here. Oh man, what in the hell? Sprays pretty good. I hate painting yellow. Every time I paint yellow, it never wants to cover good. You always got to put 5 or 6 coats on it. But it seems to be spraying all right. We're using slow reducer also. Let me get this figured out here. Alright, finish getting this covered up. Now I'm debating on switching to the 1.5 just to see how that sprays. Because some of these guns are, the needle sizes are smaller. Like, this seems like it's maybe a 1.2 to be honest. But it sprays it good and it does lay it down. Like, everything's laid down pretty good. I'm using slow reducer though. So we'll finish this up. But I'm gonna switch over to the 1.5, I think, and see how that sprays also, and then come back and let you guys know how that goes. All right, we're back and we've got this switched over to 1.5. I want to check that out, so let's see how that does. Oh my God, that sprays so good. I like that. Now you don't have to pull the trigger all the way in though. So I'm not fully pulling the trigger all the way. So you can actually just dial it back, your flood needle or flood needle setting. I'm putting that edge in there. Don't want to get much. Yeah, that I like that 1.5. I like that. Let's go over here. Do this side. You guys are probably thinking, what do I need? Why would I buy this paint gun? There's a bunch of other paint guns. Honestly, this thing's spraying pretty good, and you can make 2 paint guns out of it, maybe even 3 with the needle sizes. The quality of it is definitely, I like the quality, I like the finish of it, packaging. From what I see, customer service is pretty good with them. So I mean, honestly, I would buy this gun. I'm gonna use it for a while and see how this goes. Of course, you know, I'm using the other guns and testing them still, see how they go. Now that primer gun, I'm still using that. That's probably my favorite primer gun so far. Well, let's get this finished up and then we'll get some clear coat after I get this covered, and we'll see how that does with probably the 1.3 and the 1.5 also. All right, guys, so we are back. We got this, we got it painted. It came out pretty good. So now we got clear coat, and we're going to spray some clear. We've got this to a 1.3 now. So we're going to see how this goes, and hopefully everything works out with this. And hopefully I don't have to redo anything. All right, let's check this out. A little slow. Of course, I'm used to my soda, which sprays relatively quick. Not so bad so far. Yeah. Does have a nice atomization. We'll say that. It does atomize pretty good. I hate painting yellow because you can barely even see what you're doing. First coat. Try and get situated here. Not bad, not bad. Alright guys, I don't know, we'll see how the second coat goes, but the first coat's not too bad. It's a little slower than I want, but I'm used to production speed, so I'm gonna finish this up and we'll come back when we're doing our second coat. Alright guys, it's hotter than a witch's titty and a brass bra on a church Sunday here, and I just didn't want to have to sit here and go through all of it. So the second coat of clear is on, and I tell you that it turned out really good. I mean, I'm impressed with it. It sprays clear really well. That's one thing that I did notice. It sprays clear really well. Base coat, I'm kind of on the fence on. Maybe my base coat was just a little thick, because it is thick. I could have probably reduced it a little more, but it sprayed that well. I did spray it with the 1.5, which I like. So for a solid color, 1.5 would be good. I got the primer section done, so that'll be in the video. That, in my opinion, sprayed primer fantastic. I liked it. The 1.7 was great. So, you know, what's my opinion on this? I mean, it's a nice gun. It was like $100. It's a good gun. Now, does it spray as good as a SATA? No. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this is the gun that you need to go buy and buy, because it's not like that. I mean, there's probably other guns that outspray it. But for $100, you get a good solid gun, and it has more than one function. So you can paint with it, you can clear with it, and you can primer with it. That right there in itself is worth $100 if it works. From what I've seen, their customer service is pretty good. If you need anything, just call them. They'll give you, you know, your parts, whatever. The quality of it seems like it's built good. You do have the optional 2.0. Now, here's something I did. So I have an 80-gallon tank. I filled it to 175, turned it off, and then turned it off. And then I just did that whole second coat without it turned on. I used almost 30 pounds of air. I don't know what that converts to. 30 pounds of air out of that to do what, a hood, a roof, a trunk, 2 quarters, and tops of 2 fenders. That's pretty good. So a 10-gallon, 15, 20-gallon tank, you should be able to paint anything you want with it. Didn't have as much fog in there. That was really nice. So guys, I would say this is a good gun. I mean, I would buy it. If I was looking for a gun at home to do DIY, I would buy this gun. Now, I'm not going to say buy it over everything else. I'm just saying I would buy it. So I mean, I recommend it if you're looking for a gun and that's something you want and it does 2 jobs that you need it to do. Go ahead and buy it. I don't get anything from this. Once again, this is my money. I don't have no links like a lot of the people on YouTube. Oh man, this is the next thing. Go to my Amazon store. But yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm gonna give you an opinion on it. Now, I don't like this. That's the one thing I don't like. I don't like the slop in the trigger. But other than that, I mean, you don't notice it once you're starting to paint with it anyway. But other than that, it's a good gun. I do like it. I was running probably 30 pounds or so. I don't know. It's kind of weird how it sprays. You want to be in the little green area on that gauge, but guys, I'm just saying it's worth the money. If you're looking for a gun, you can buy that. It does everything you need. I like that 1.3 over the other gun that I had with the 1.4. It was just a little too much. But hey, it's a solid gun. Thumbs up for me. If you want something that reviewed or something else, throw it in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll go out and grab it and save you the hassle of the time and everything else. And I'm not going to give you some BS, oh, it's okay because I'm making money off of it. I'll tell you if it's worth it or not. If it ain't worth it, don't buy it. Simple. So that's all we got for today. I do have another video coming out of a car that I bought. That's going to be the next project. But hey guys, if you got anything from this, like, share, subscribe, you know, throw some comments in there, and we'll see you in the next one.